Imagine delivering a pizza to a house that doesn't exist. We are introduced to our protagonist, a hard-working pizza delivery driver, navigating the lonely roads late at night. His destination? A seemingly remote location, far removed from the city's hustle and bustle. The GPS signal flickers, then steadies, guiding him to a decrepit house standing solitary in the moonlight. Upon arrival, the driver is greeted not by the warm glow of porch lights, but by an eerie darkness that seems to swallow the house whole. The property appears abandoned, windows boarded up, its lawn overtaken by years of neglect. A chill runs down his spine, yet he ventures forward, pizza box in hand. The silence of the night is broken by the crunching gravel under his feet, each step echoing in the emptiness around him. As he approaches the house, fleeting shadows dart across the corners of his eyes, playing tricks on his mind, or so he hopes. A gust of wind howls through the skeletal trees, their branches casting grotesque shapes on the weathered facade of the house. The driver reaches the front door, the peeling paint and rusty doorknob a testament to the house's forgotten past. He knocks, the sound echoing into the void. He waits, but there's no answer. Instead, the whisper of disembodied voices seep through the cracks in the door, unintelligible but undeniably human. The hairs on the back of his neck stand up, a primal warning of danger. The decision to leave would be the logical one, yet curiosity has a way of overpowering reason. With a deep breath, he pushes the door open, the rusted hinges squealing in protest. The house welcomes him with an icy draft, the lingering scent of decay and dust filling his nostrils. As he steps inside, the door creaks shut behind him, plunging him into near darkness. His heart pounds in his chest, the only sound louder than the whispering voices that now seem to surround him, growing louder and more insistent. Have you ever delivered a pizza to someone, or something, you couldn't see? Imagine being a pizza delivery driver, making your rounds as the moon bathes the world in a ghostly glow. You're directed to a house, the sort that seems to belong more to shadow than to the world of the living. The kind of place that sends a shiver down your spine. Now imagine knocking on the door of this house, but instead of a face, you're greeted with a voice, disembodied and echoing from the dark confines of the house. The customer, if you can call them that, doesn't show their face. Their voice, however, is very much present, asking you to leave the pizza in the most bizarre of places. A request comes to leave the pizza in the backyard, near the gnarled old tree. Another time, you're asked to descend into the chilly depths of the basement to leave the pizza on a dusty, cobweb-laden table. With each delivery, the house grows more unsettling. The shadows seem to dance with a sinister glee, and the air grows colder, more oppressive. The very walls of the house seem to hum with an energy that raises the hairs on the back of your neck. You start to feel an unsettling sensation. The creeping feeling of eyes on you, tracking your every move. The thought dawns on you like a cold, icy wave. You might not be alone in this house. The requests continue, each one stranger than the last. The attic, the shed, even the crawl space under the house, each location more chilling, more unnerving. You begin to question if this is a prank, a twisted game, but the growing dread in the pit of your stomach tells you different. Despite the fear, you continue to deliver the pizzas because that's your job. But each time you leave, you can't shake off the feeling of unseen eyes following your every step. The eerie feeling of being watched never left him, even after he ran back to his car. What if a simple delivery turned into a never-ending nightmare? Picture this. You're a pizza delivery driver. Your final job for the night is a routine one, or so it seems. With the pizza box in hand, you start your journey. But then, the customer changes the delivery address. It's odd, but you comply. You navigate through dark alleys, deserted streets, the city's shadows dancing on your windshield. The atmosphere grows thick with unease. The once bustling cityscape now looks like a ghost town, devoid of life, yet you press on. The address changes yet again. The customer seems to be leading you further and further away from the familiar. The streets become a tangled web, a labyrinth with no clear way out. The city you thought you knew so well now feels alien, hostile even. The buildings tower over you, trapping you in their eerie silence. Meanwhile, the GPS offers no solace, its robotic voice echoing in the hollow car. Left turn, right turn, straight ahead. It's a wild goose chase, a chase that seems to have no end. The pizza box feels heavier, the smell of the cheese and tomato sauce now a stale reminder of the task at hand. The fear creeps in slowly, settling in your bones. It's not just about the delivery anymore. It's about finding your way back, escaping this never-ending nightmare. The city closes in around you, the labyrinth tightening its grip. The suspense is palpable, a thick fog of uncertainty that you can't shake off. Every turn leads to a dead end. Every road brings you back to where you started. The maze is relentless, its winding paths a test of your sanity. The customer is nowhere to be found, their presence reduced to a mere address change on your phone screen. And then, the realization hits. The pizza had long gone cold, but the fear was still fresh. The delivery was never about the pizza. It was about trapping you in this never-ending loop of terror. A simple delivery turned into a never-ending nightmare. These tales of terror aren't just stories, they are a reminder. The simplest tasks can turn into your worst nightmare. Let's take a moment to jog your memory on the bone-chilling tales we've just journeyed through. Our first story introduced us to the phantom tipper, a figure of dread who left more than just tips for our unsuspecting pizza delivery driver. The suspense was palpable, the horror real, as each delivery became a countdown to an unseen terror. Then we delved into the tale of the unseen customer, a story that played on our fears of the unknown and unseen. The delivery to an abandoned house, the spectral voice on the phone, the chilling dread of being watched, all culminated into an experience that sent shivers down our spines. Finally, we ventured into the never-ending delivery, a labyrinth of confusion and fear. The driver, lost in an endless cycle of delivering to the same address, the eerie silence and the growing sense of dread made us question reality itself. These stories, though different, all share common threads of suspense and horror. The element of the unknown, the build-up of tension, and the ultimate reveal of the horror. These are the ingredients that make our skin crawl and our hearts race. They remind us that horror can be found in the most mundane tasks, turning the everyday into something far more sinister. Now it's your turn to weigh in. Have you experienced something similar? Or perhaps these tales have stirred up some thoughts or theories of your own. We invite you to share them, to add to this tapestry of terror we've woven together. Remember, the next time you order a pizza, you might just be part of someone else's horror story.